Hello and welcome back to Conversations with Sharyn and Rosa. I'm Rosa.
I'm still Sharyn.
And as you all can see, we're coming to you from our living room.
Once again.
On this Monday evening.
No, this rainy Monday evening.
Right. That's so true. That's so true. So happy Monday and happy Wednesday, because that's when you all are going to see this. But thank you for joining us once again for another conversation. And before we get into our shout outs, you want to announce anything or just talk about our pride that we're having?
I'll announce two things. I'm still with Weight Watchers. You may not be able to see me because I'm shrinking.
She getting skinty.
I don't know about all that, but I weigh again in March. So thank you for celebrating the 12 pounds, and we're trying to get to 15 so we can get to 20. 12.5. Yeah. Rosa's not feeding me anything. Ask her for something to eat, she come over and give me a kiss. I don't get it. But anyhow, so other than that, we're still are in the planning stages, and the excitement is building, of course, for Pride 23. Yeah. So we're going to have our little thing out in the backspace and have some fun and lots of women, music, sunshine, and you know.
And we would love if you all can join us, and even if you can't, pass the word.
Yeah.
Somebody else may want to, be able to join and come and have a good time.
And you know that they're coming to San Diego, because some people from LA and Oceanside and all, they be coming in. So it's not the biggest party, but it surely is one of the nicest.
Yeah.
Yeah. So any event, if you going to do Pride near San Diego, look us up, because we plan on doing a little something for the holiday. Yeah. For the rainbow children. That'd be us, okay?
Absolutely. So, and I definitely don't have any announcements. So we're gonna get this show on the road.
Yes.
So let's do the shout outs. No, I'm just kidding.
Shout outs.
The first shout out today goes to Kathy H. Thank you for your comments, and thank you for being a subscriber to Conversations with Sharyn and Rosa. Next is Keisha Rocks. Thank you for your comments. We appreciate you. And last but not least is Jenny W. We appreciate you and your comments. And we thank you for being a faithful subscriber to Conversations with Sharyn and Rosa.
Yeah, some new people are joining. Yeah. You know, we lost some people after COVID. Like now that they ain't got to wear masks, they ain't got time for us now. No, but seriously,
now
things
that
change.
They're not sitting in the house. I don't blame you, girl.
Yeah.
Go do y'all thing.
But
we doing our thing.
Our faithful subscribers are just that faithful, and I'm enjoying the. The comments and reading them and responding to them, because some of the stuff gets a little heavy and some of it just hits home. And if it does, it does. And, I'm sure, if I'm standing on your toes, don't tell me to get off. Just tell me, how it happened, that you be in the situation that you're in. But in any event, we appreciate all the support and the comments, and thank you. Keep it going.
Yes, absolutely. Keep them coming. So today we're going to be talking about family is in my business, or family is in our business. I guess we're going to title it that, since it's a us.
Yeah.
So our family is in our business. That's how we're going to title that.
That much.
Our family
is in our business.
Wait a minute.
Say that.
So we're going to talk a little bit about that today.
That dynamic, yeah.
Yeah, so I know some or most of you all can relate to this topic today. And we just wanted to bring that to you. You want to start first, or you want me to?
Oh no, I feel a lot, so I'm gonna say a lot. But seriously,
maybe I should start. No, I'm just kidding.
No, but I know it doesn't affect each and every. But it does. Like, you're right. It does affect a lot of us, and it's either seldom is if it's both partners at the same time to the same degree. Right. But it's either hers or yours. One of y'all families you know, they're in your business, and they shouldn't be.
Yeah.
And
well,
sometimes they're in your business because you have invited them in your business.
Yes.
Okay? So that's what we want to talk about, you know. Right. So you ain't got to be backing up and retracting stuff and wish you didn't say it, and they got the text messages when you said so and so. Remember, we are lesbians. We love women. We doing our things, and we got our own way of living life.
Absolutely.
You know, and when we do share or feel comfortable enough to share with our families and loved ones and everything, sometimes they just don't understand. I don't care if you happy and y'all just came from the islands and y'all just got married and 50 of your friends were there and your family too and her family too and everything was wonderful until it's no longer wonderful.
Right. Absolutely.
What did you want to say, sweetie?
No, I was just gonna pose a question as to, have you all ever got upset with your partner, spouse, wife, whomever, told your family their business or your business, and then you got back together, and now your family's still mad about the stuff you told them? So that's kind of where I want to take it today.
That's right. You forgave her. You're still with her. You still loving her, and you know how she make them special chocolate chip cooks for you. Well, honey, that didn't float over to your parents or your loved ones, because all they remember is that she broke your window, took the dog, took the car, and you was giving her $1,300 a month, you know, alimony or whatever. You know what I mean? And of course, now we're just, you know, we're massaging it nicely and neatly for you today, but it can get ugly. It can get out of control. It really can lead to a big hole in your relationship. Because see, when you fall back in love with your wife and your ex and whatever, and you know how she make them pancakes for you, you know, y'all back together, you don't tell your family that y'all back together, and they still got their same opinion. You know, when they find out y'all back together, oh no, you not. They
mad, and now you mad that they in your business. But you put them in your business.
I never liked her anyhow, but now you back with her. What are they going to say? What are they going to say?
Well, we had a friend who separated from her girlfriend, and you know, when you separate from a partner and you talking to other people regarding that partner, not necessarily about the partner, but regarding that partner, and people tell you exactly what they felt about the person, and you get back together.
Ouch.
It's like Sharyn just said, like, I never liked her anyway, or I ain't like the way she treated you, and got up and so you know all of this stuff now, and y'all get back together. It's like, how do you think people are rinsing that? When you've already put your business out there. So, you know, I just think we need to be careful
of what we tell our parents and families. Yes,
exactly. And I'm not saying, you know, don't tell them, because some relationships aren't healthy relationships, and you need to tell somebody. But for the most part, it just kind of depends on if you know it's a done deal, you know, then maybe say something. For me, it takes me a while to talk about my relationship with like my family or something, because I gotta know it's a done deal for me to say something. But if I know I'm going back, or it's a chance that I'm going back, or if you just think it's a chance that you're going back, then, you know, I'm sitting there trying to figure out, you know, what I can do for me, or if we're gonna split, what's gonna happen. So I'm taking time out to do all of that and to think and all of this, and I don't really even have time to talk to my family about it yet. But it's always good to get a second opinion, because some of the stuff that we're thinking about, we're thinking from our heart and not necessarily our minds. And sometimes that can kind of blur the lines. So if you're talking to somebody, for me, let's say it's my sister, because I tell her most of my stuff. But she may say something that I never even thought of, and I might be like, you know what? We're going to try that. I'm going to do that and see if it works. So I'm just saying, sometimes we need to be careful as to who we tell our business to, and stop getting mad when people know your business when you told them.
Yeah.
And don't get mad if they come off wrong with you, because they gonna bring it up. They gonna bring up all the stuff you told them. You know what I'm saying? She flattened my tires. They gonna be like, you don't remember her flattening your tires? So make sure if you tell them something, don't tell them too much, because it's just...
You never know when you got to walk it back.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And then, you know, you got attitude that they don't, want her at Thanksgiving.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Because you done told...
Now you got to show up by yourself.
Right. Or it's going to be uncomfortable, because, Thanksgiving is a great time for people to truly show their ass. You know that...
Food and drinks and a lot of people. Because we get turned up when there's a lot of people. It's like a whole show.
That's right. It's right.
So we can get turned up at Thanksgiving. Yeah, I can see that happen.
No, and it's very real. But see, I would say, not putting you on the spot, but I would think you would have an issue with it, or might experience it before me.
Because what?
Like sharing stuff with your family. You know what I mean? I got 2 lifelong friendships. Two women that were friends or whoever the close person. Yeah. I don't care if it's a girl on the 3rd shift at 7-Eleven. Y'all been friends for 25 years and she know all your business.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, for me, from where I'm sitting at, I think it would be you before me. One, because your family's so much bigger. And not that I don't have a big family, but the people who I choose to even connect with about that. Like, everybody knows I'm gay. They know I've been in California for 45 years. Like, I don't know where she went, but she ain't in Philadelphia no more. But I'm just saying, nothing surprises them, because it's known and accepted. They just don't know the chapter of the book that they're in. You ain't seeing her no more? What happened to the girl from, she's gone. What happened about no more. You know what I mean? Like, okay, well, y'all look nice in the pictures together. So I just try to limit it to, what's going on, with the world, the news, I'm trying to lose weight again, or da-da-da-da-da. And Rosa posts on Facebook 100 times more than I do. So they're like, I saw you and Rosa. 101, yeah. Different generation. I don't begrudge her for that, but I'm just saying they know what they think they see from the postings, and they'll say, y'all been going a lot, y'all been going a lot of places lately, or Rosa's been going to a lot of places without you, and like, what does that mean?
But sometimes that's not necessarily true, because you're right, people will assume what they want to assume with your relationship, and whatever you want to tell them, and if you told them something and then you put something else up there, they assuming a whole nother story, but that's another topic. Right. But
that's what y'all get from posting everything in your life on Facebook.
But I must say, I do post a lot of me on Facebook or, Instagram, whatever. 1, just to stay relevant. Got to do that. And 2, I don't post Sharyn, because every time I put something up there, she don't like it. And then she makes me go take it down. So then the posting look kind of crazy, like, why she take the picture down? You know what I'm saying? So I just rather not.
I hear you. But the thing with
I don't have to ask permission if it's just me. So I just put whatever I want to put up there.
Right.
Her.
And I'm vain. That's right. And I'm vain. So if I don't like the way the picture, the camera caught me, whatever, I say, please do not post that picture.
But she always is saying stuff that is true. She'll be like, well, it makes me look cross-eyed. Well, you looking cross-eyed today. I am not cross-eyed. I know you're not cross-eyed, but I'm just saying, you may say something where I'm just like, well, that's what the picture look like, because I'll put whatever. I don't care what I look like. Half of the time. Sometimes I do. Sometimes
so far, sweetheart, I think we've been a little light, because just in case you're looking at the video and say, like, so okay, what's the big deal about sharing your business with your family? I'm gonna tell you what the big deal is. Sometimes they will hold you hostage with it, and that means you have overshared. Because like you say, our life, like I said, we're lesbians, we're full strength, we live coming at you, no excuses, bumps, rumps, and everything else, we're here at you. And everybody is not okay with our conversation. And there you were, hold on, there you were, tearing your heart out in front of, with your second cousin, Boo Boo. And she went on and called Auntie, and Auntie, called whatever. And now they're in your business.
Yeah.
Because what you didn't tell them that it wasn't over. And then they see you again, with that, you still with that woman? Like I think somebody had asked Rose, like, what does Sharyn do for a living? What, if she retired? Retired from what? Oh, I just, and I'm just like, well, who the hell cares? Who's that interested in me? But even if you get people little bite-sized pieces of information, usually, they want more. Because people are curious about your relationship.
Yeah.
But when we hit the rocks and we up there looking like sad Sally and you know what I mean, and you just, you need a friend, I gotta tell you, Rosa left me. Oh, really? I knew that was coming. Mm-hmm. I saw y'all in a picture and I knew y'all wasn't long. Y'all wasn't long for nothing. So, and then you go boo-hoo-hoo, she did this, she did that, and now they got 4 new reasons to hate your ex-girlfriend. Right. And guess what? In spring, y'all got back together, and they looking at you with a, with crook neck, and they looking at her with stink eye. Right. You know what I mean? So you like, I can explain. We worked it out. Oh, I don't like that heifer. I wouldn't have gave her shit. Don't like her. And them kids, don't like her kids either. So, and that's because you have opened the door a little bit too far to let your family come in, often to places they shouldn't be. Right. And I mean, keep it, if your sister's your best friend and you can trust her, fine. Yeah. If your second cousin Betty is your best friend and you can trust her, fine. But you can't trust everybody because, like I said, when you tell your family your business, and remember, they got your best, right? They want the best for you, and they've just decided, accompanied by the story you just told them, that
number one,
I don't like her for her.
Right. But number one, your family. So you know how they going to come off if something else turns around. So you already know that when you tell them. But at the same time, when you're sharing your stuff, maybe just take some time before you pick up the phone. If Sharyn walked out today, walked out in 5 minutes, I'm not picking up the phone.
To call
in the next 10 to say, oh, she gone, I don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? Give it some time. And just before you need to talk to somebody. Because sometimes it just takes time. And sometimes it just takes 2 people cooling off.
Yes.
Because I had a distant cousin who was going through some stuff. And she shared some stuff with me, shared some stuff with other family members or whatever. But at the same time, when she told me that she and her partner was going to get back together, I understood. Because as a woman, I feel like we've all kind of been there. You know what I'm saying? Maybe some of you all have not, but we all know that feeling. When you're loving from your heart, all you want to do is just continue to be with this person, love on them.
Yes.
And hopefully it works out.
It works out again. Right.
So I wanted her to know that, although I'm not 100% in, because I didn't trust the girl from some of the stuff that she had told me. But at the same time, it's like, I don't want her to feel like she doesn't have anybody to talk to. And I'm going to be there because I do understand. I'm not going to, like I was telling her, if she love her, I like it.
Right.
We good.
Right.
So I just think if you do have some family members or even friends that don't judge you, whether it goes left or right, then maybe those are the ones you need to talk to.
Perhaps.
Right?
So if you have that. If you have that and if you have to.
But if your family judgmental, I'ma just say, don't.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
Just don't.
Right. You're absolutely right.
You know them before you even tell them. You know them.
Someone told me many years ago when I was very young, and they say, like, it's only a secret if you don't tell nobody.
Right.
You know, if you put it out, it's out. You cannot bring it back in. And even, it doesn't have to be anything that, you know, the world will change and there's mushrooms in the sky, you know, if they find this out about my partner. But you know, when you're hurting, you know, and you just want to share with somebody, and some of us have wonderful family members and we can share with them, but it gives them an opportunity to have an opinion about something that normally, you know, you've given them, you've kind of gave them the keys to the locker.
When you are trying to tell your family members about your business, like I said, just take account of like who you want to tell that to. Like, for instance, I cannot tell my mother nothing. Not my biological mother, because if you want it in the streets and through the family,
she's the one, right?
I wouldn't tell her nothing. I wouldn't even tell her Sharyn didn't take the trash out. Forgot to. Nah, just not gonna do it, because we just don't have that relationship. But you know, and some of you all may have great relationships with your mom, dad, or whomever.
And remember, they don't mean you any harm. I mean, I really don't think so. Because sometimes, let's say if they just discussing our business amongst other family members. Well, you told Aunt Jody, I don't want her to know, you know, whatever. But
yeah,
like I said,
that's true. They might be saying it without even telling them the business.
Right,
you know?
right. But once you released it, you know, it's released. And not that we're doing anything so terribly wrong or whatever. We're just living our life. And in any life, a wrinkle will show up every now and then. All I'm just saying that your family, whoo, Lord, sometimes they'll get you. They'll get you before anybody else does, you know. And so you may say, well, how do I avoid that? You know, I hear you guys going through a lot. I ain't seen y'all at the Sunday dinner for the last 2 months. You just say, you know, everything's all right. And I truly don't want to.
Working through some stuff.
Right, exactly. And I don't feel the need to say anything more. But hey, thank you for asking.
Right.
We good.
Right.
We good. And because they don't need to know.
Yeah.
You don't, you know, and just be mindful of that. Because just because they family don't mean that they won't sometimes unconsciously kind of do you in a little bit.
Right.
You know?
I just like, Sharyn's good and I'm good. Now, whether we good together is a whole nother conversation. But it's not a lie when they ask how you know, well, how y'all, I said, well, Sharyn's good and I'm good.
Yeah.
We good.
Yeah, we sleeping in separate rooms and we ain't talking. We haven't had a meal together in 2 months, but we good. We still at the same address.
Right. But those are just some of the things you can just say without, you know, getting people in your business.
Right. You can make a reply without telling them anything more. You know how to say, well, you never did answer the question. Well, quite frankly, you know, I don't think I should have received the question.
Right.
You know what I mean? No, I'm serious. You know what I mean? Because I tell somebody in a minute, you know, 1 more inch, you're going to be all the way in my business.
Right.
You know? So that's where we at. So the reason why we were so many things have come upon us in the last, let's say, month or so. And I just think it's because spring starts today, the 20th of March.
Right.
You know, you guys will be seeing it on the 22nd, this show. But in any event, I'm just saying that, you know, things change. You know, we're human. I just say that it don't have to be a stranger or a used to be good buddy that do you in sometime. Sometime, unknowingly, it could be your own family members. But don't you feed the fire by up there telling them things that truly ain't their business and they really don't need to know.
Absolutely.
You know, like I said, it gives them a chance to form an opinion about something that really ain't their business, but you invited them. You know, because my thing, I be taking that to my stepson. I'm good. You know, even if I ain't. We good. We are good.
Right. So if you all have some, you know, story that you may have told your family and it got back, we would love to hear it. We would love to hear it. I don't know if I necessarily have one, though, because normally I kind of give you all something that happened to me, but I don't tell my family a lot of stuff. I really don't.
No, you don't. No.
So, you know, there's some friends out there that I may have mentioned something to, but even they don't know, like, everything. So, you know. But they have come back with something. I thought you said, I thought she was. Y'all not going to do this no more. No. And no.
And you know,
and no.
everyone don't have a life. You know what I mean? Because if they don't have a life, they definitely in your business.
Exactly. Exactly. Do you have an example?
No, not. I handle it well. Nothing.
No, but you were telling your little two friends that she just mentioned earlier that she knew for 20-something years or whatever, 40-something years. How long y'all know each other?
50 years now.
50 years.
We have been friends since 73.
Okay, so 50 years. You were telling them our business when we first got married. Correct?
When you say our business, I was just sharing them my perspective of my current situation.
Right. So they forming an opinion of me because of the stuff you're saying, and then it looks like, like I'm a bad person. So
no, not like you're a bad person. Well, let me
not
just
a bad
say this.
person,
Let's
but
back it up. Let's be real. I mean, several of our buddies, friends, acquaintances, I'm sure some people had some created some issues about like, oh, I don't think they're gonna make it, and why Sharyn had to get such a young one, because it's 17 years between the two of us, all of which is our business. Rosa don't mind and I don't care.
Right.
How about that? Right. And not that I deny it. I mean, anybody know me for a while know damn well I'm 67. Okay, and blessed to be here. All right. So with that, you know how sometimes people just keep stirring the pot until something, catches on or something like that. And it's like, I don't know why that's an issue. That's all I'm saying. But when you refer to my two friends, perhaps I might have overshared.
Well, it's not an overshare or undershare or whatever. It's just that you shared it. And I'm saying it forms, once you share something, it's going to form an opinion
it's released.
Of the other person, especially if that person you're sharing it with has, your back, because they don't want to see you, sad, mad, or upset about whatever the issue is. So of course they have your back and they're supporting you 100%. So that other person always is going to look,
they're going to have less.
Right.
Right.
And then if they were to split up and they got back together, now you still ain't got no words for the other boo. I ain't got nothing to say to her because I remember when she said you did it.
Wait. Like, I don't know why you married her in the first place. You took her back. Where?
Right.
To the zoo? Because she crazy.
Exactly. So, I'm just
be
saying,
careful.
Definitely be careful.
Just be careful. Be mindful.
And if you tell your business, don't put the other person down, because just tell what happened, because we always trying to make it look like we're the victims when we're telling the story.
I'm an angel. Where do I hide my wings?
Whatever. But I'm just saying, all just be careful.
But I haven't had a bad experience with it. Because one, if I said it, I'm very honest. I don't, throw the rock and hide my hand. Believe me, if I'm feeling something strong about one way or the other, or if something's going on, you're going to know. I will wake you up to let you know how I feel about it. Won't I?
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't get to sleep right now. Well, I'm sleeping. I don't get 9:15. You better catch it tomorrow, because right now we need to talk. We need to talk right now. I'm like that. I don't let stuff percolate. I don't I'm busy right now. What about tomorrow when I come home from work? No, I might be a different person by then. I'm a Gemini. I want to hold that moment right then.
That's true.
Right. And she's an Aries, so pray for me. Okay, pray for us. Right. So anyhow, so that's what we're talking about today. Nothing to, stay up in the tree about, but just something to be mindful. And the reason, I will say this, the reason why I know that y'all share y'all business with your family, because you don't know who knows who. You don't know how we're all connected. Sometimes somebody could be just speaking of you and don't even mention your name, and somebody else is in earshot and say, I bet you she talking about Sharyn and Rosa. Or whatever. I'm not being dramatic. I'm just saying that's the way it goes.
Right.
Once you let it out, baby, it's out to the universe.
Right.
You know what I mean? And like, what? Her car got repossessed. What? I don't care. It could be some corny stuff. But people, if they know something and it's your business attached to your name, that you have no control over who they gonna say it to. Right. Whether it's other family members, the neighbor next door, or your cousin Bunky, who you don't even talk to no more, right. Since she went to jail for kiting food stamps. No, I'm just kidding. I don't have a cousin.
Saying stuff. But anywho,
she doesn't have a cousin Bunky.
Let us know what you all think, and we love to hear your stories.
Yeah, we would. You're looking awfully cute today. Yeah, I like the little shirt. Thank you. Yeah, I just had to say.
Like, I came home, changed my shirt, threw some lashes on, and we ready to roll.
Boom. Well, I didn't.
Right.
So you get what you get.
Exactly.
So until next time,
we're wishing you the very best of all good things. Stay safe and stay woke.
Yes. Yes.
We love you.
And let's get Trump. Let's just put a line through his name. Get rid of him.
First of all,
he said,
don't get me started.
I know.
Let's hope by the time y'all see this, he in handcuffs.
He's somewhere else.
Exactly. We'll see you later. Bye.
Take care.